Are you looking for a captivating speaker for your next group meeting or event? Book coach Ricardo Miller. His turnaround story is inspiring, and as a leader's leader, he is committed to holistic development. Whether virtual or in person, Coach Ricardo will deliver a message for your conference, workshop, seminar, or retreat, in the United States or around the world, that will be unforgettable and life-enhancing. Visit www.ricardomiller.com for more information.
What's up, beautiful people? I am Coach Ricardo Miller, and if you've been following this platform for a while, you will know that I am on a mission to help people to manage their life at a higher level. At a higher level, I've been told that, the vast majority of people haven't discovered their purpose. They have not capitalized on the idea that they should live beyond merely existing. And because most people are not maximizing their potential, the level of frustration is off the charts. I thought when COVID-19 entered the world, when we ended up in the pandemic and COVID-19 was at an all-time high, I thought it would be a massive wake-up moment for a lot of people where they would say, you know what, I now figured out that time is so precious and valuable. I've been teaching that days are expensive. A day wasted is a day you should not. A day wasted is a day you'll never have again. So you can't waste your days. In addition, you got to understand, you got to address the money matter. You got to address the money subject related to your life and your destiny. If you're broke, you're going to be limited in what you're capable of doing. And you don't have to stay broke. You don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. As a matter of fact, there are certain principles that you need to commit to. Applying those principles will bring about a level of dominance and prominence and fruitfulness in your life that will allow you to be more successful in every area of your life. Effective living demands that you be intentional about what you do. Okay? Effective living demands that you be more intentional about what you do. Every area of your life can come up to new levels and new heights, but you're going to have to do something different to get something different. I want to share with you my 5 rules of personal finance. I believe that you can take control of your life, and one of the ways you take control of your life is taking control of your money. When your money is funny, your life oftentimes is funny as well. It is stressful, it is limiting, and it is so problematic. It's like one issue comes into being another issue that makes up another issue, and you now find yourself living from crisis to crisis. I believe that God did not create you to live from crisis to crisis. I believe that there's a right way of living. And so I'm here to provide you with practical tips. In my book, Effective Living, I talk about it being a guide to taking control of your life. If you haven't gotten your book, go get the book, okay? It's worth it. Go to ricardomiller.com and get your book. But here's my five rules to personal finances. This is my 5 rules of personal finances. So once you decide to incorporate these, you set yourself up for a better position when it comes to winning with money. Okay? When it comes to winning with money. Number 1, spend less than you make. Spend less than you make. You got to decide. Okay? I'm not going to live a life of paycheck to paycheck. Okay, if you're watching right now, put that in the comment section. I'm not going to live a life of paycheck to paycheck. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get disciplined. I'm going to have to be more responsible, and I'm going to have to decide that I'm going to spend less than I make. And so you say, well, I already don't have enough. Then you got to do some cutbacks. You're going to have to do some cutbacks. I would love to coach you. I would love to walk you through the process of how to take best control of your life when it comes to taking control of your money. But I'm going to give you some free tips today. Cut back. Decide to spend less than you make. Number 2, get out of debt. You don't need to be borrowing while you're in debt. Okay? You don't need to be borrowing while you're in debt. You already owe enough to try to go ahead and refinance and get more financing going while you're in debt. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. You're hurting yourself. It's time for you to help yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to take control of my money. I'm not borrowing anymore. I'm going to do my best to ensure that people are borrowing, going into debt for vacation, going into debt to buy stuff that literally they lose value. The moment you walk out of the door, it loses half of its value. Even if you had to sell it the next weekend that you bought it, you couldn't get the same money you paid for it. Not to mention the interest cost for financing some of the stuff that we go ahead and finance. Okay? If you can't pay cash for it, don't buy it. Okay? If you can't pay cash for it, don't buy it. Let's go ahead and say, I want to take control of my money. I'm going to get out of debt. I love what Brady Robinson teaches. Brady talks about no spend days. No spend days. Just shutting it down. 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week. During the weekday, I'm not spending. I'm going to take some time on the weekend, pay my bills, take care of my financial responsibilities. But Brady, you're a rock star for coming with the idea of no spend days in my life, because I've been going a few days now, big time. It's very helpful. It's very, very manageable. It's very, very possible. Number 3, build multiple streams of income. You got to know. You're trying to take control of your money, and you've got issues when it comes to your finances. You have the time. You're not utilizing your time right. Get a second job if you have. Okay? Start to do something online if you must. But whatever you need to do, gain the finances you need through multiple streams. Start selling used books if you have to. Go ahead and literally start something that will allow you not to depend on the one income that you've been depending on. Okay? You want multiple streams of income? It's biblical. Multiple streams of income? It's necessary. Multiple streams of income is the way you break that limiting financial stronghold that suppresses people into poverty. And let me tell you something. There's more money in the earth than you can imagine. You ain't got no money, you can get some money if you just learn how to tap into the power of multiple streams of income. And then what you want to do is, number 4, invest your money safely. This is where you start letting your money work for you. Move to the place. I am on this move or run or vibe or flow in this season where I am not afraid to address the difficult subjects. You know, a lot of people stay poor because they don't want to talk about money. They don't want to ever sit to the table and talk about investments. And so they try these little forms of working some money gigs. And the truth is, if you're afraid to confront it, you will never have dominance over it. Okay, you got to be prepared to confront what you've never confronted before, so that you can have mastery where you've never had mastery before. So you got to start telling yourself, I'm going to start investing, and I'm going to invest safely, because I don't need to invest recklessly, because I don't have that kind of money to be reckless with my investment. But there is no shortage of money in the earth, and the opportunities to make money is there. So once you start making those multiple streams of income, you got to start being smarter. You got to start doing better with the money that is starting to come in. A lot of people, they stuck on stupid by increasing their expenses, because the money in the income has increased, so they've decided to increase their expenses. And some people didn't decide, they just hadn't been paying attention. If you need help, get help. Get a coach. Get a financial planner. Get somebody to show up in your life to help you to get beyond where you could get yourself. Number 5, and this is the last one, be patient and be disciplined. Okay? If you're going to take control of your personal finances, you're going to have to be patient and you're going to have to be disciplined. Easy to understand, hard to execute, but it's possible. You just got to know. The rest of your life could be the best of your life when it comes to taking control of your money and exercising all of the principles that we've placed within my book, Effective Living. You say, Ricardo, I read your book. Are you applying the principles that's in the book? Keep watching Ricardo Miller. Keep watching Effective Living. This boy is onto something. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better. I want you to keep getting better. You don't have to stay stuck. You're not a rock. You can change. You just got to tell yourself, I want it so bad that I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get past this poor, limited level of living that I don't believe God created me. Oh my goodness, he did not create me to live like this. I was not created to live like this. And so I'm going to do something different to get something different. I'm going to start managing myself well so that my life can reflect the life that God intended for me to live. That's what it's all about. It's all about management. I just gave you a couple of things that you can do to manage your money and bring yourself to a better place of financial prominence where you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You can take control of where you are right now. It's in your hand. The ball is in your court. You are responsible for the life that you are living and the life you're going to continue to live. Check this out. I would love to work with you sometime.
Through the Effective Living one-on-one coaching program, you receive customized strategies and techniques to help you move from where you currently are to where you see yourself. You will work with world-renowned life coach, Ricardo Miller, who has more than 2 decades helping people maximize their purpose. Show us your target and we'll help you hit it. Visit www.ricardomiller.com to enroll.